All right, guys, here we go. 4.3 homework. Put your name on it now and your period number. It says that Sarah, the yearbook editor, and Mrs. Moore, the yearbook sponsor, are reviewing costs to produce the yearbook. New yearbook design software costs $800. So before I've even made a yearbook, I have to put out $800 just for the software. Then on top of that, I have to pay $15 to print each yearbook. Okay, well, they've gotten our table started here. The number of yearbooks produced, let's let that be N. The cost in dollars, let's let be C. Okay, so let's let N equal the number of yearbooks produced. And let's put C as the cost in dollars. I should say total. The input variable is always on the left, so I'm going to put N into my machine, the number of yearbooks. And out of my machine is going to pop C, the cost in dollars. So let's think about this for a second. Even if I don't produce any yearbooks, I've still bought the $800 in software. Now, I've got one yearbook, so that's $15, plus the $800 that I had to pay for the software. I've got $815. Two. So I've got two yearbooks that cost $15 each. So that's 2 times 15, which is 30, plus the $800, which is $830. Now it skips to 10. Well, I've got 10 yearbooks. Let's do this the other way. I've got 10 yearbooks going into the machine. Each of them costs $15. So that's $150 right there, plus the $800 that we had to spend, and so you get $950. 50. I've got 50 yearbooks times the $15 a yearbook, so 15 times 50, and then you've got to add 800, and then you've got 100 times 15 plus 800. All right, so let's see, we've got 15 and 50 is $750 plus my 800 for the software, and I've got $1550. Well, now I've got 100 yearbooks at $15 a piece, so 100 yearbooks times 15, that gives you $1,500. Plus your $800 in software gives you $2,300. And lastly, I'm going to take those 500 yearbooks, multiply it by 15, and you get $7,500. Plus the $800 in software, and you get $8,300. So what we've done is we've taken our input, plugged it in, multiplied it by the $15 per yearbook, and then added the $800 software. So even if I put in 0, times 15 is 0, plus the 800, I've gotten the right thing. So to figure it out, I've taken the number of yearbooks that I want to make, multiplied it by $15, and then added in the software. Okay, so write an algebraic rule. Well, my algebraic rule always starts with output equals. So it's C equals, so the cost is equal to the number of yearbooks times $15 a yearbook plus $800 in software. So let's create a graph here. Remember, the input always goes on the bottom. So my input was number of yearbooks. My output was the cost in dollars. Now let's see, the number of yearbooks goes from 1 to 500. Oy. Let's just do it by ones and we'll see what it comes out like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We'll just extend the line up. Now the cost in dollars, let's go up by 50s. So 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400. All right, let's see how this works out. So at 0 yearbooks, it's going to cost me $800. So I'm going to make a big dot right there. 1 yearbook is going to cost me $815. So a little bit more than that. 2 yearbooks is going to cost me $830. So 2 yearbooks, $830, just above that. Not quite to $850, just below it. Now 10 yearbooks is going to cost me $950. So I'm going to draw my line over to $950. Bring it up to 10, meet it. $950. And then we didn't have 50, and that's okay. Connect your dots. What kind of slope is that, guys? Positive or negative? Positive. Very good. Okay. So have we answered the question? We created a graph. Yes. Do we scale it? Yes. My scale is 1 here and 50 here. And we labeled our axes. Perfect. Excellent job. All right. Next. Use your table and/or algebraic rule to help you answer the following questions. How much does it cost to produce 600 yearbooks? Well, let's start with our equation here. It was the total cost is equal to the number of yearbooks times 15 plus 800. How much does it cost? So I'm looking for the C, so I'm going to replace the C with a question mark. To produce 600 yearbooks, so I'm going to replace my N, number of yearbooks, with 600. PEMDAS says do multiplication first, so I'm going to do 15 times 600. And then I'm going to add $800 for the software, and you get $9,800. All right, how many yearbooks can be produced for $8,000? Well, let's see. Let's start again with our cost equals 15N plus 800. How many yearbooks? So I'm going to take out the N and put in a question mark, because I'm looking for the number of yearbooks. And $8,000 is the cost. So I'm going to take C out and put $8,000. Now we've got to figure out what number goes here that will give me 8,000. So try that now. And you should have gotten 480 yearbooks. All right, till part 2.